All right, Mr. Trump, have a seat, have a seat, have a seat. Okay. We're back to the old ways. This is the way I used to do things way before they moved me into an office and did all kinds of stuff. We did it right here, almost exactly like this. Remember, Jackson?
Yeah, we did it
Before
in a
time
small
had a
little office.
Yeah, we had a small office. We moved it, and then I finally moved it here. And now we're going to move it here. So today we're going to talk about life laws. Believe me, it's going to be huge. Was that good? Is that pretty good?
Yes.
All right, okay, good. Life laws. To me, they are essential. And in fact, I think about them almost every day, and I reference them all the time. And you'll know as I'm going through these life laws, you'll recognize some of these things that I've referenced time and time again that I think will not only assist you in your life, but they have assisted me in my life. And the only thing I can really talk about is things that I've done or am already doing. Otherwise, it's all speculation. So these are my life laws, the laws that I insist for myself that I'm going to share with you guys. And listen to them and then decide for yourself if they're good for you. Because ultimately, your truth is self-truth. So you got to decide for yourself if these are going to work. They've worked for me, and that's why I want to share them with you. Fair? Okay. If you have something to write down with, that would be ideal. If not, store it in your phones or whatever you've got to do, but try to keep these in mind, okay? Life law number 1. Change your perspective on life, and life will change. I was just talking to somebody yesterday who has this terrible vision or problem and vision of this problem that they had in their life. And to them, it seems like it is a world-ending problem, like it's so huge, they cannot get over it. In fact, from their perspective, they're looking at it as if there's no recovery. And they're so depressed and so upset about it that they just can't see past it. And as I'm listening to this person explain their problem and their trouble, I'm looking at it from a different perspective. And to me, without trying to make their issue sound small, to me it actually sounds like a really small issue. Like even something that I would barely bat an eye at in my life. But in their life, it's unbelievably difficult. So very gently I said to them, if you change your perspective on this, you'll be surprised how much this is going to change for you. The strategy to achieving this life law is to recognize that you have the power to see things differently. You have the power to see things differently. I insist that you take your power back if you don't have it. Really, you do have the power to see things differently. So life law number 1 for me, the number 1 life law, change your perspective on life and your life will change. No doubt in my mind. The strategy to achieve this life law is to recognize that you have the power to see things differently. Okay?
Change my perspective on life.
Your perspective on life. The way you see things. Well, think about it. I mean, if you think of everything as, like, let's take Mondays, for example. You wake up, it's Monday, and you're like, it's flipping Monday. I hate Mondays.
I hate Tuesdays and Thursdays.
I hate Tuesdays, Thursdays. I hate Wednesdays too. Fridays. The only days I like is Saturday, and I like half of Sunday. Most of Sunday I don't like because it's getting ready to go into Monday. So screw Sunday too. I mean, if that's your perspective on life, the only day that you like is Saturday because you have that day off or whatever. You can sleep in, whatever. And that's your perspective on life. Your week is going to be pretty terrible. But if you wake up every day and you look at your life as an opportunity, man, It's unbelievable. Reminds me of this story of this man with a horse. An old ancient story, a man with a horse. This man riding around with his horse falls and the horse breaks its leg. And the neighbor goes, oh man, that's terrible luck. The old man goes, bad luck, good luck, who knows? The horse has to get better, so it's nursed better, and then finally it heals and starts running, and runs so fast it escapes the farm. The neighbor comes up to him and goes, oh man, bad luck. The old man says, good luck, bad luck, who knows? Next thing they know, the horse comes back and is bringing 5 other horses with him that he's found in the wild. And now, the farmer now has 6 horses, and the neighbor comes up to him and goes, man, that is good luck. And the old man goes, good luck, bad luck, who knows? Finally, his son is riding and breaking in all the horses. He falls off and breaks his leg. The neighbor comes up to him and goes, oh man, bad luck. The old man said, good luck, bad luck, who knows? A few days later, the military comes by and they're getting all of the men, all of the young men, they're gathering them all up to go to war. They have the big battle. They show up at the farmer's door. They take all of the other young men who are working on the farm. When it comes to the son, they can't use him because he's got a broken leg. He's saved from the battle. The old man says, good luck, bad luck, who knows? Monday morning shows up and you might go, oh, it's terrible. Or you might say, who knows? It's an opportunity. We don't know what the opportunity is going to bring. It's exciting. It's exciting because you don't know. If you wake up every day and you go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday, brings me new opportunities of things I don't know. Good luck, bad luck, who knows? We're going to find out. That's the fun of it. That's the game of life all by itself. That's the game of life. So if you change your perspective on life, your life will change. It has to change. Just that one shift in thinking from going, I hate Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays especially. I like half of Fridays because I'm getting ready to go into Saturday. I like half of Sunday, but only half because the other part I'm thinking about going into Monday. If that's your perspective on your whole week, of course you're going to have a bad week. Of course things are going to be negative. Of course things are going to be hard. Of course things are going to be miserable for you. But if you're like the old wise man who goes, good luck, bad luck, who knows? Who knows what this is going to bring? Well, let's give it a shot anyway. Understand? Life law number 2, take action on your dreams. Take action on your dreams. And the strategy to achieve this life law is to have goals, break the goals down into small parts, set up small little victories. The small little victories achieved consistently will turn into your dream realized. No one goes from here to here overnight. It doesn't happen. There are no such thing as overnight sensations. It takes work. It takes consistent action. It takes constantly moving forward. It takes little victories, going and up the rung of the ladder to achieve success, to achieve your dream, whatever your dream is. It takes action. So take action on your dreams. What else are you going to do with your life anyway? Sit around, wasted, be miserable. But if you've already changed your perspective, you're looking at it as an opportunity every single day, then take action on your dreams. Set little goals. Use SMART goals. as your coaches will teach you the SMART goals. Everybody's been taught SMART goals?
Yeah.
Who has not been taught SMART goals? No? Okay. SMART goals. Ethan, sorry. It's been a long day, but. SMART goals. Use SMART goals and set them down. Break them into little pieces. Use the opportunity to meet with your coach and set some SMART goals. How you achieve your big dreams is the little victories in between. It's climbing the ladder. It's one rung at a time. It's the takeoff for the launch. No airplane goes from here to here. It has to launch. So take action in your life toward your dreams. Set goals and set them big. Set them all the way up to Mars. Don't reach for the stars, reach for Mars.
Reach for another galaxy.
Exactly. The worst thing can happen is you lasso the moon.
Is what?
The worst thing can happen is you lasso the moon.
Oh.
Send your lasso up, try to get to Mars. Forget the stars, try to get to Mars. The worst thing can happen is you can accidentally lasso the moon. Think big, but your little goals, think like you're climbing up incrementally up the rungs of a ladder to get to Mars.
One hell of a ladder.
It's a big ladder, really big ladder. It's huge.
And it just got 10 feet higher.
You got 10 feet high. Life law number 3, walk the talk. Don't just talk about it.
Be about it.
Be about it. Don't just dream about it. Make it a reality. Every day in every way, you should be trying to get better and better and better. You should be walking that. That's why we have life laws. That's why we have a code. That's why we have rules of engagement. That's why we have a standard. That's why we put these disciplines on ourselves so we can get better and better and better every single day. Life law number 3, walk the talk. The strategy to achieve this law is to consistently study and apply what you're learning to your life and take consistent action on implementing it into your daily routines. Consistent action, implementing it into your daily routines. That means you take your promise. And we use the little saying, live the promise. That's the idea. You live it. You take daily, consistent action in working the promise. Those 7 little areas right there will bring incredible fulfillment in your life if you just work it. One of my favorite life laws is life law number 4. And you hear me say it a lot, and I mean it. I mean all of these, but this one particularly is one of my favorites, and that is life law number 4, be your own biggest fan. I don't mean you have to be an egomaniac or anything like that. It's different. Being your own biggest fan is different than being an ego monster. Being your own biggest fan means that you are the one who stands up for you. You set boundaries. You're the one that gets up in the morning and goes, you can do this. You're your own cheerleader. You're the one when you are down in the dumps and you look in your mirror and you say, you have got this. You can do this. You can thrive today. You have the opportunity today. You're the one. You're the one. You're the one. You look in the mirror every day, you can say, you have a couple choices. You can be your own biggest critic and go, man, I look so ugly and I'm so this and so that, and I'll never make it, I'll never succeed, I'll never do this. And you can be your own biggest critic. Or you can be your own biggest fan. You look in the mirror and you're like, man, good looking son of a gun. Or you look good today, bud. You have to be your own biggest fan. No one else is here to do that because everybody else is so focused on themselves. Exactly. They're focused on themselves. They're not focused on you. As much as we like to think everybody is worried about what we're doing and they're concerned about how we, they're not. They're worried about themselves. So you dress well for yourself. You work out not to impress others, but for yourself. You eat right, not to show other people what to do, but you eat right for yourself. You go after your dreams, not to impress anybody, not to fulfill your parents' goal in life or make your girlfriend happy or your boyfriend happy. You do it for you. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter what your dream is. And don't let anybody say your dream isn't good enough or your dream isn't big enough or your dream isn't achievable enough. Forget them. They're worried about them. We are talking about us. And you have to be the one to make it happen. That's why you have to be your own biggest fan. It's essential. That's why it's one of my favorite life laws. Be your own biggest fan.
Yeah.
Makes sense, right? Here's another essential one. Make what you love. Life law number 5. Make what you love your living. A lot of people say that. But let me tell you, there's lots of unhappy people working around the world right now that hate what they do and their life is miserable and they're only working for money and they're only working, and believe me, you have to do what you've got to do while you're setting up yourself for yourself. You know what I mean? But I tell you what, if you have to work one of those jobs, here's what I recommend for you. Work your hardest work hard at your day job. Work twice as hard on your passion. Be exceptional at your day job. Be exceptional at what you have to do for money for now. But work twice as hard on your dreams, your goals, your passions in life. Because that's why you're here in the first place. Strategy to achieve this life law is make your passion your profession. Someone may tell you that you can't do it. They may tell you it's a 1 in a million chance. And the way I see it, someone has to do it. So why not you? It can be anything. A lot of guys these days want to be a YouTuber. Somebody has to do it. Why not you? You want to be a race car driver. Well, there's race car drivers out there. Someone's got to do it. Why not you? You want to own your own multi-million-dollar company? There are multi-million-dollar companies out there. Someone has to do it. Why not you? You want to help troubled teens. You want to help young adults. You want to help people in recovery. Someone's got to do it. Why not you? If one man can achieve it, you can achieve it. If one man can do something, anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. So like I said, life law number 5, make what you love your living. You can do it, water boy. Life law number 6, be mindful of the law of cause and effect. Be mindful of the law of cause and effect. Every single one of your actions is going to have a consequence, either good or bad. Every one of them. We have to choose wisely how we do things. We have to choose extremely wisely because every action has an equal and opposite reaction. True, right?
Yeah.
Strategy to achieve this law is to make good decisions. Look at the overall view of things and try to see the big picture. What consequences will your actions produce? Yeah.
Did you say be mindful of the law of attraction?
No, be mindful of the law of cause and effect. Every action you take has a reaction. If you choose to look at life where you're making decisions that you do not calculate or think about the responses, is a big mistake. Life is like a game. We have to play the game smart. You can't win at Monopoly or even do at Monopoly if you're just like, spin the dice and roll around the board. You don't care whether you get properties or not. No, you have to strategize. You have to think about it. Do I want to get Boardwalk here? Or do I want to get the railroads here? Or how do I want to do this? How do I want to play the game? How do I want to go about things? By the way, if I miss Boardwalk this time, what kind of consequences will it have? Somebody else buys Boardwalk, they put hotels on it, now you're in trouble. Think about things. That's why I often say, don't react, respond. You can't live a life out of reaction. It's got to be responsible. Yeah.
I don't know, just yeah.
So we must be mindful of the laws of cause and effect. Let's say we're really upset with our boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, spouse, boss, whatever, and we say something in the moment, spontaneous, really rude, really annoying, really aggravating to that person. We know it. We just want to dig in right at that moment.
Oh dear.
But then the consequences. They get upset. The wife makes you sleep on the couch for the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Won't talk to you, won't make dinner. Not that all wives make dinner, my wife does, but not that all wives do. They won't do things for you, or they won't spend any time with you, pay you any attention. Or let's say you make your boss mad, and all of a sudden he won't give you the hours that you're asking for. You put in a request for a vacation, and he says, "Forget about it, buddy. You're not going nowhere." All because you made one stupid little mistake. You reacted and sort of responded. You didn't think about the law of cause and effect. Every action matters. Everything you do matters. Think about it. Think about it before you take any action. Here's probably one of my most quoted ones that I use all the time. Life law number 7. Don't beat yourself up. There are plenty of people in the world who would love to do it for you.
Yeah.
I'll repeat it. Life law number 7. Don't beat yourself up. There are plenty of people in the world who would love to do it for you. Strategy to achieve this life law is to use positive self-talk to look for ways to build your positive self-image. By the way, stop taking things so seriously. It's not like we're going to get out of this thing called life alive anyway. So why beat yourself up? Remember, I should probably put strategy to a life law, C, life law number 4. Be your own biggest fan. Just like to be your own biggest fan, we have the choice. We can wake up in the morning and talk all kinds of trash about ourselves and internally saying all kinds of things, negative things about ourselves. You can't do it, you can't make it, you won't succeed, you're too big, you're too small, you're too ugly, you're too blonde, you're too whatever. Your nose is too big, your ears are too big, you know, whatever it is, you're not smart enough, you're not talented enough. We have all of this negative self-talk. It goes on and on and on and on and on. You need to tell it to stop. Yeah,
Interesting talk, don't get me wrong, but can I please use the restroom?
if you must.
Yeah.
Don't take 30 minutes.
No, don't worry. I'll be down as soon as I can.
So, there are plenty of people who will criticize you. Plenty of people who will put you down. Plenty of people. You don't need to be doing it to yourself. So again, life law number 7. Don't beat yourself up. There's plenty of people in the world who would love to do it for you. True, right?
You're in a fight, you don't punch yourself.
You're in a fight, you don't punch yourself. That's it. That's it. You're playing the game of Monopoly, you don't give everybody your property. You don't give them a free pass. You play to win. Play this game of life to win, too. You play to win. Life law number 8. Here's my favorite life law. This one right here is my favorite one. If you're bold and making a difference in the world, then you will have people who dislike you and speak ill of you. Be glad. Know that this is evidence of you winning. There's plenty of people who would love to pull you down when you're succeeding. The minute you start succeeding, it's like crabs in a bucket. The crabs start climbing up, and the other crab pulls them down. When you're on top, lots of people from the bottom shooting arrows. It's like the person that I saw, or I posted these 2 young boys sparring the other day, 13-year-old boys in the ring. They're sparring their hearts out. They're going for it. They're punching. They're doing their thing. They're working hard. They're working hard. I posted. Show an example of how hard we're working here. And this guy from all the way from across the world somewhere sitting underneath behind his computer like this, typing. I call them the keyboard grandmasters. They're on there, they're typing, and he's like, how dare you show this as a symbol of, people being strong. Get these weak boys out of there. And I wanted to say, where is your video of you sparring? Where is your video? So there's plenty of people that would love to speak ill of you if you're actually making a difference in the world. Want me to read it again?
Yeah.
If you are bold in making a difference in the world, then you will have people who will dislike you and speak ill of you. Be glad and know that this is evidence of you winning. I had it happen when I started getting successful in the music business. People were all about me before. They wanted to give me gigs. They wanted to talk all about it. Go for it, Raven. You can do it. And they would give me encouragement and all of this stuff. The minute that people started lining up across the outside of the buildings and coming in, and record labels were talking to me and all this stuff, and my songs were doing good, and I was on the radio and all of these things, those same people were like, he's not that good. I could do it better. My music's better. Or, he's gotten really big-headed. He's really got an ego these days. That's one of my favorite ones. They would love to shoot arrows from the bottom of the mountain. Know that that's you winning. Okay? Life law number 9. Keep your mind body and spirit in balance. Keep your mind, body, and spirit in balance. Life law number 9, keep your mind, body, and spirit in balance. The strategy to achieve this life law is to understand that the mind, body, and spirit can be nurtured effectively by diligently engaging in daily activities. And you know how you can do it? Using the promise model. Every day you work on your body, your nutrition, your health, your hygiene, your workouts. Every day you work on fostering your relationships, your communication skills. Every day you work on your opportunity. You seize the day. Every day you work on your mentality, your mindset, educating yourself, moving forward. Every day you focus on your integrity. Your word is your law, your reputation, your ethic, your honor. Every day you work on your spirituality, your connection to the divine, your connection to the universe, God, or whatever you want to call it, your own personal spiritual root, your meditation, your focus. Every day you work on your emotions. How do we control our emotions? How do we process our emotions? If you work on that model, the promise model, your mind, body, and spirit will be in balance. If you let any of those 7 elements fall to the wayside, you are going to develop an imbalance in your life. And when you are imbalanced, it's like the triangle, the mind, body, spirit triangle, I call it. That triangle cannot function. If one side is dipping, the triangle is not going to work. It's not going to rise. It's going to teeter-totter. So life law number 9, keep your mind, body, and spirit in balance. Now you have the tools to do it. You can do it. It's called living your promise. Life law number 10. Meditate daily. Be still and quiet. Most people these days don't take the opportunity just to be still. Be quiet. They're either with music all the time, with TV all the time, with their phone all the time, sometimes even engaging in conversation. They don't even drive in quiet. They have a hard time just sitting with themselves. But if you take time every day, and I recommend 24 minutes every day, 1 minute for every hour of the day, 24 minutes a day of just sitting with yourself. And you can use meditation techniques. I mean, you can focus on the now, the present moment, or you can allow your mind to wander and travel. There's lots of different meditation techniques you can do. But if you just take 24 minutes and just be quiet and listen. They say that praying is talking to God. Meditating is listening. Take 24 minutes a day, every day. Be still, be quiet. Strategy to achieve this life law is to be dedicated to your daily practice of sitting. I do it every morning, 24 minutes before I even get in the shower. I sit in meditation, 24 minutes. It'll change your life, just that one little thing, if you do it. I know it changed mine. I had a whole perspective shift, a whole mindset shift, a whole everything shift in 1999 after I was sitting in meditation. I'm no one special. You can do the same thing. You can do the same thing. Life law number 11. grateful for what you have. We have to foster an attitude of gratitude. Sounds cliche, doesn't it? But the attitude of gratitude is absolutely essential to leading a unconditionally happy life. Imagine if you take away from all of these things, and you follow all these principles that I've already laid down, these life laws that I've already laid down, your life will already be exponentially better. But if you just take this one thing, be grateful for what you have, and you take every single day and you think about it. In fact, the strategy to achieve this life law is to make it a habit of listing all the things that you are grateful for daily. I highly recommend keeping a gratitude journal actually by your bed, and at night before you go to bed, think about every single thing that you possibly can think of that you're grateful for and write it down. It is a game changer, a life changer. It will do unbelievable things for you if you just do that one little thing. We have something called the Gratitude Rock. If you want one, let me know. I can get you one. The Gratitude Rock will also change your life. Gratitude Rock is fantastic. All you have to do is put it in your pocket. But every time you touch the Gratitude Rock, you have to think of all the things that you're grateful for. Every night you've got to put it on your nightstand before you go to bed. But that means you touch the rock. That means you've got to say everything in your mind that you're grateful for. First thing in the morning, the very first thing you're going to do when you put your clothes on is you're going to take that Gratitude Rock and you're going to put it in your pocket. But again, you've touched that Gratitude Rock, so now you've got to say everything that you're grateful for. Every time you reach for your keys and your hand touches the Gratitude Rock, guess what? Now you're committed and you've got to say everything that you're grateful for. If you just take that practice right there, it will change your life. Keeping your mind on the things that you're grateful for instead of the things that you're regretful for, world changing. That changes your attitude from victim, woe is me, why my poor life, to I can't believe how many wonderful things I have and that I'm grateful for. So life law number 11, be grateful for what you have. And finally, life law number 12. Life is changing. So don't get attached. Life is changing. There is nothing that stays the same. Everything changes. Is there anything that does not change? Can you name one thing? So why are we so attached to things? Ideas, past, items, people. Life is change. Non-stop, ever-ending influx, movement, change. In fact, human beings are meant to change. We're meant to evolve, grow, expand. We're never meant to stay the same. Some people will come to me like, Raven, I want to reinvent myself. I want to dye my hair. I want to change my look. And I say, yes, do it. Someone came to me today and said, Raven, I'm thinking about getting dreads too. And I'm like, yes. Raven, I want to dye my head orange. Yes, do it. Raven, I want to change my whole entire body. Perfect, do it. I want to change careers. Yes, go for it. I'm going to move out of my apartment into someplace else. Great, go for it. Life is change. Nothing stays the same. Have you heard me say things like, oh, don't worry about it, I'm not attached. I learned this very valuable lesson at one time many years ago. One of my teachers had these shoes. They were made of leather. They were from Japan. He was trying them on. I was like, man, those are some great shoes. He took them off and he gave them to me. I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, they're handmade. You can have them. I was like, but they're handmade. They're just for you. Like, right. But you know, I don't know what to say. I mean, I can't take your stuff. He goes, don't worry. I'm not attached. And I thought, oh, of course, there it is. Don't worry, I'm not attached. Or like the old wise man, good luck, bad luck, who knows? I'm not attached. Good day, bad day, who knows? I'm not attached. Oh, by the way, when bad things happen, I can't be attached to that either. Because guess what's going to happen no matter what? Change. It rains, it pours, but as the song says, the sun will come out tomorrow.
Bet your bottom dollar.
You bet your bottom dollar. Yeah. No matter what, you're going through hard times, don't worry, just wait, it'll change. Going through good times, don't worry, it'll change. When things are going really good for me, exponentially good, incredibly powerful, positive, I'm always like, okay, I'm ready for the change. I'm not going to be surprised by the change, because it will change. I'm going to accept that it is change. And just go with it. Go for it. Accept it. Life is change. Strategy to achieve this life law is to learn to be present and in the moment. Be like water, my friends, as Bruce Lee once said. Be like water. And Bruce Lee went on further and he said, water can go into a teapot. Water can take the shape of a cup. Water can flash and crash, or flow and go, drip. It changes. Be like the essence of water. You don't have a choice anyway. Life will change. So those are my 12 life laws that I wanted to share with everyone. These are essential learning tools, and I hope that you took notes. I hope that you wrote them down. Yes?
I was just saying, yeah.
Oh, okay, good. I hope you wrote them down. I hope you put them to memory. And I would insist that you question them. Question every single thing I say. Question every single thing anybody says. Oh, give it an honest try first. And give it an old go. Test it out. Don't just question, test. In the martial arts classes, that's what we do. We call it pressure testing. So we'll take a concept that I teach, and then we will test it. Because it doesn't work for everybody. You know, some people's bodies are bigger, some people's bodies are smaller, some people's bodies are medium sized. Some people are strong, some people are weak, some people are fast, some people are slow. It doesn't matter. We test it. And if it works for you, hold on to it. Make it your own, I insist. Change it. Make it your own. If it doesn't work for you, disregard it. Put it to the side. No problem. Believe me, I'm not attached. Okay? Thoughts, comments, questions? No? Roger that. A down jump of fields. Very good. Yes.
I mean, I was gonna say this, but you caught me in question anything I said. I mean, I don't know their names, but there are a few planes that can take off like this.
Are they?
They're not quick though, they're still slow.
Yeah.
And they still require burning a lot of fuel, and they still require.
Like a launch, since you're at launch. or
What if,
something.
what if you add Pinky style it and like a bunch of TNT and then a spring and then just.
Well, I suppose if it goes from here to here and takes off that way, there's still the distance between here and here that you still have to go.
Yeah.
There's no material, there's no beam me up Scotty.
No, yeah, but that's what I was saying. It starts to take off, which takes actually.
It still takes up something. So even if there are planes that go like this, there's still that space between here and here.
Yeah, it's doing great.
Right. There's still a launch no matter what.
Regan, do you know what shocks me?
What?
That like following your word is when if I remember properly, I can't remember it being when you were 12 like laws.
What? Say it again. What word?
I can't remember following your word being one of the when you were 12 laws.
It's one of the standards. So I have lots of different things. I have the 12 life laws. I have the standards. I have the code, the code, the honor code. I've got the rules of engagement. I have all of these rules and laws and stuff. I've got the live hard, and then there's the promise. So there's all these tools and principles and stuff that I'm going to start teaching you. That's part of the curriculum. These life laws is a good place to start. You know, there's a whole code and there's all kinds of stuff that I really want you guys to know. And the coaches are going to know it soon too, because I put this down in writing for everyone to know and understand. And look, I'm telling you again, I can only tell you about me and what's worked for me, right? If I do anything other than that, I'm just speculating. So what I've done on paper, I've made a book with all the things that have worked for me. Not speculation, not this probably should work, or this is what I heard from somebody else. No, this is the stuff that has actually worked for me, and it worked for me. It might work for you. And I'm not claiming to have all the answers. In fact, I'm not even sure if I have all the right questions. But I have done a few things, and I have lived a good long time, and I have learned a few things that have worked for me, and maybe, just maybe, they'll work for you. Give it a try, question everything, and find your way of doing things. Okay? All right. Thank you very much.
But you're.
What about something?
About people say, like,